I often get asked, where's the big money in music? And that's exactly what I want to talk about in this video. Hey, it's Sean here at Hyped It. I often hear from artists that streaming revenue is great, but it's small, and they're trying to figure out where is the big money with music. A lot of artists think it's in streaming, but it's actually in your fan base. And so in this video, I want to talk about a fellow independent music artist and entrepreneur who just demonstrated the power of a fan base in a really amazing way. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit the subscribe, the like, and the bell icon below so you can get more videos like this on YouTube on how to reach and get more fans for your music. The artist I want to introduce you to in this video is called Leah McHenry. She performs under the name Leah. And a couple days ago, Leah launched a new Kickstarter campaign for an album that she's about to release in a couple of weeks. And it's been absolutely amazing. Within hours, this campaign reached its campaign goal of over $20,000 US. And just a couple days in now, it's already surpassed $50,000 US. So when we're talking about where's the big money in music, it's in the fan base, and the fan base that you can activate in order to support you when support is needed. I want to dive deeper into what Leah did here, and I want to share 5 key takeaways with you here that can help you build a stronger fan base and tap into the big money with your music. Starting with takeaway number 1, the incredible value of having a real fan base in a micro niche. And let me explain what I mean by this. Leah's music is not mainstream, far from it. Her music is Celtic and folk inspired symphonic rock. And with that music, she has found and caters to a micro niche of music fans who are diehard fans of fantasy games. So think Dungeons and Dragons, think Queens and Knights, think myth and magic. That's the world that Leah serves with her music. And not surprisingly, and kind of by design, her music is far from the mainstream. If it was mainstream, she would be competing with lots of popular music artists out there. But because she has found this absolute tiny micro niche, she can build her music and her brand around a very well-defined audience of fans that all recognize her. So she's kind of the big fish in a small pond. Or think about this as the leader of a tribe. She's built a tribe of fans around herself, and she's almost like a queen to this tribe. And because of this prominent role, if Leah needs help, if she launches a new album, they are there to support her. And that includes pulling out their credit card and swiping it on Kickstarter. Key takeaway number 2 here is the power of ads and emails. If you look at Leah's Kickstarter campaign, you see that she has about 500 backers here right now with over $50,000 pledged towards her new album launch, which makes this a little more than $100 per fan. Now that's a lot of money for a lot of people to spend on music, which is even more impressive because it means that these backers here, they represent the most diehard fans in Leah's audience. So the question is, how did she acquire that fan base in the first place? Now, because Leah has shared part of her journey and she's also been active as a coach, it's no secret that she's been extremely bullish on using Facebook and Instagram ads to reach new audiences and build her fan base, and specifically ask for fans' email addresses. So think about the value of a download kit, where you give it away a song or anything of value to your fans in exchange for an email address. And that's a really effective way to build a big email list of your fans. The value of this email list really shines whenever you need support from your fans, such as with a crowdfunding campaign like this, or even if you just have a new song out and you want to send them all to Spotify in order to stream your new song. I know I've talked about this in other videos, the fact that even though email is an old technology, it's still an extremely powerful part in any marketing campaign, whether it's for music or something else. And what Leah has done here is just another demonstration that email is where it's happening. Which brings me to key takeaway number 3, engaging with your fans and making yourself the leader of your tribe. Just because somebody subscribed to Leah's email list doesn't mean they're ready to pull out their credit card and give her $100 on Kickstarter. But because she has the email address, Leah's been able to really engage with her fans over weeks, over months, and even over years. So she's been able to build a really close bond with her audience. And these fans, these diehard fans that have engaged with her for a long time, those are the ones who are ready to support her when she needs their support. She has made herself the queen of her tribe, and with email, it's just a super easy and straightforward way to engage with your audience. Takeaway number 4, when it comes to money, focus on collector's items. If we scroll down on Leah's Kickstarter campaign and we look at some of the rewards that she's given away, you'll notice that this ranges from a digital bundle here, which actually didn't get that many backers compared to the overall number of backers, to bundles that all include physical collector's items. So in this case, it's a 3-disc digibook, and let's see, this has 236 backers. So a lot more backers, even though this is a higher priced item, but it's not just digital, it's also physical. So more backers lining up behind this one. And now here we go up, we have a digipack and we have some candles. Leah also launched her own line of candles, and we got 43 backers here. Now we're getting into apparel, 36 backers. Now we got even more physical items added here. 4 backers on this one, and then this seems to be the biggest bundle here. We got 5 backers on this one. This even includes a hand-custom collector's sword. And you might ask yourself, what does a sword have to do with an album release? And the answer is musically nothing, but these are fans that are here to support Leah in this fantasy world, in this fantasy tribe that she's been able to create. And in this tribe, in this world, collector's items, not just around music, but about anything that is lifestyle related to this tribe, such as a custom collector's sword, has an extremely high perceived value. And this is why she's able to ask, over 1,300 Canadian dollars for a reward package like this. Now, in a world where music is mostly about streaming, this really goes against the grain. And I've talked about that in many videos, how oftentimes success can be found by doing something different from everybody else. And Leah is just exemplifying this in a big way. Although she doesn't talk about this here specifically, I wouldn't be surprised if this album doesn't hit Spotify right away when it comes out. She might want to keep it exclusive to her fans, because obviously that is something that she's able to monetize in a big way. But even if it hits Spotify at one point, the fact that her backers here get access to all the physical music and these other collector's items just elevates the value of the release beyond what most music fans would think just an album released for streaming is worth. Exclusivity creates value, and this is what Leah uses here in a very successful way. Which brings me to key takeaway number 5. Be comfortable wearing multiple hats. Putting together a Kickstarter campaign like this is a big effort, right? This is not something that happens overnight. This is the result of a carefully planned vision for an album, branding, marketing campaign to our email list, putting together these bundles, pricing all the components within. So the way I look at it, Leah is not just a traditional music artist. She really is both a music artist and an entrepreneur in equal parts. And in today's independent music business, this is just so critical to have success. So I congratulate Leah on this amazing success. And with so much information available today, even on a YouTube channel like this, hopefully it inspires a lot of independent music artists to be part artist, part entrepreneur, and both monetize their music and their fan base. Want to get your music heard on Spotify with AI? I just launched a brand new video training program called the Spotify Growth Switch, where I show you how to start growing real listeners, real fans, and real streams on Spotify in less than 10 minutes using software and AI. I've used the Spotify Growth Switch system to now grow my music to over 7 million streams and tens of thousands of monthly listeners on Spotify. This works for any music genre. It gets you real fans and listeners super fast, and it's extremely easy to set up, literally just like flipping a spotlight switch for your music. Despite using AI, you don't need to know nothing about tech stuff in order to be successful with this. I've had the tremendous privilege of helping multiple tens of thousands of music artists grow their music on Spotify, many of which have grown to much larger numbers, lots more listeners, lots more streams than I have using the systems that I've taught. Makes me so proud of their success. And so if you want to get more real listeners, real fans, and real streams for your music fast using state-of-the-art software and AI, then click the link below this video and check out the Spotify Growth Switch. I can't wait to help you grow your music on Spotify, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.